Okay guys, so you want to remove the shock from your 22 beta cross trainer or other similar betas. The beta cross trainer might be slightly tighter in there because it is a slightly smaller frame. But let me give you the tricks that I learned. You've seen other videos, but hopefully I'll summarize these tricks to help you even more. So it's actually very simple. You definitely have to remove your tailpipe. So cover plate, you can see that down there, the little cover plate. Get rid of this bolt, and now you can access the one bolt for the tailpipe, and the second bolt for the tailpipe is accessible. Tailpipe is out. Now you have the clearance in here where it was attached to get the shock out of here because the shock's sitting in this tunnel here. So what you have to do, it's quite simple. You have a top bolt up here and a bottom bolt down on this linkage, basically the opposite ends of the shock. And I think they're identical bolts, but I left mine as a top and a bottom. There's no nuts and spacers and washers that I noticed so far. So it's kind of nicely designed in that you're just literally accessing two easily accessible bolts. Now, what I had trouble with was I had not jacked it up high enough. So what had happened is the bottom of the shock right here, if you can see behind it, that linkage right here that I'm pointing to with the shock, that's where it fell between those two linkages, or it's stuck between, and that keeps you from shimmying out and clearing the head of the shock. It's as if they carved that little notch out. Or is that busted? No, I think that's, you know what? That might be somebody carving that out to help get the old shock out. So anyway, the shock just barely comes out here, but only if you drop the swing arm enough for it to clear these two little linkages. So I had to jack the bike up a little further. I couldn't mess with my jack very easily because I'd already pulled the shock and the bike was collapsing, and I'm nursing a knee injury, so I wasn't very able to wrestle it. So that was my only issue. So to save you the headache, just make sure you have enough height to drop your swing arm enough to get it to clear this to then come out the upper hole and just slide out this way. So that's the only little trick that I ran into. But once you loosen the bolts, and you're gonna pull it out, another little trick is that the bolts will get a little stuck and you just have to lift the rear wheel. So you can kind of get your arm up over this, hang on, you'll have two hands, you'll be pulling a bolt and then you'll be grabbing the far side of the wheel and lifting it a little bit. And that will help shimmy the bolt out of the hole because she tends to bite with the weight of the swing arm and wheel, or vice versa, pressure on it. You gotta have weight off of it. So once you have it freed up, just kind of jiggle the wheel and relieve the weight to allow those bolts to back out. Hope that helps. Again, you just have to get it so that you have enough distance here, so because the bottom of the shock gets stuck between these swing arm or these linkages, preventing you from clearing this. So once you've got that distance, that clearance, she literally just slides right out. It's quite easy. I'm very impressed with the design. I had, if I wasn't like nursing this knee, I would have had this thing off in like 5 minutes. So I hope that helps you guys. Appreciate any likes and subscribes. Take care.